time is 7:40 a.m. Good morning. The news headline. Presidency lists President Buhari's administration's landmark achievements. The news in full. The presidency has listed the achievement of the Buhari administration since 2015. In a statement released by the Special Advisor on Media to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, on Sunday, September 5, the President listed so many achievements of the President's achievements, including the signing of Petroleum Industry Bill, PIB. According to the statement, Buhari had recently declared a 287 billion profit after tax by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, which was the first in the over 40 years of corporation. Additional said, the Buhari administration launched the first national social investment program in the country's history and is today the largest social investment program in Africa and one of the largest in the world. He also mentioned the restoration of the federal budget to a January to December cycle after more than a decade. Finance Act 2019 and 2020, the first time ever that federal budgets have been accompanied by dedicated and specific reform legislation to support implementation. Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act 2018, another unprecedented piece of legislation in Nigeria. Treasury Single Account (TSA) started in 2012, expanded across the entire government by President Buhari, the statement said. On projects, he said, Buhari is the first president to start and complete a rail project in Nigeria's today history, citing that the Lagos-Ibadan rail project. He further said that the president has completed 12 inherited dam projects across the country, including Kashim Bila multipurpose dam, Taraba Ogwashi-Uku multipurpose dam, Delta Adada Dam, Enugu Suma Health Dam, Katsina Jimmy Health Dam, Kaduna Amala Otukpo Dam, Benue Amauzari Health Dam, Imo Ibiono Ibom Health Dam, Akwa Ibom Gadao Lafia, Zigao Dam, Bauchi Alajue Small Health Dam, Osun Kankwe Omi Dam, Kogi Rehabilitation, and Cargo Dam, Kaduna, all rehabilitation. Additional added that the PIB bill, Petroleum Industry Bill, signed into law in 2021 after almost 2 decades in the works. It is aimed at reforming a Petroleum Act dating back to 1969, as well as other supplementary laws and regulations. It said Deep Offshore and Inland Basin Production Sharing Contract Act 2019, amended for the first time since 1993, more than $6 billion of inherited cash call arrears now being cleared by the Buhari administration since 2016. More than $3 billion of the area payments due to international oil companies have since been paid. The Buhari administration has overseen the first successful marginal fields bid round in almost 20 years. The Buhari administration has launched the first national social investment program in the country's history. Today, it is the largest social investment program in Africa and one of the largest in the world. Restoration of the federal budget to January to December cycle after more than a decade. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, was established in 2011 and for its first 7 years did not have an enabling act of the National Assembly until 2018, when President Buhari assented to the NCDC Act. Nigeria Police Act 2020, the first overhaul of the Police Act since it was originally enacted in 1943. Nigeria's Correctional Service Act 2019 overhauled the existing Prison Act almost 50 years after it was first enacted. Finance Act 2019 and 2020, the first time ever that federal budgets are being accompanied by dedicated and specific reform legislation to support implementation. Suppression of Piracy and Other Maritime Offences Bill, SPOMO 2019, the first of its kind in the entire Gulf of Guinea, dedicated to prosecuting maritime offences. Police Trust Fund Act 2019, first ever legislation dedicated to addressing the financing of the police force, 2020, the first overhaul of the company and allied act, in 30 years, Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act 2018, another unprecedented piece of legislation in Nigeria. Treasury Single Account TSA, started in 2012, expanded across the entire government by President Muhammadu Buhari. According to him, critical projects completed by Buhari's administration include the Itakpe Rail, which started in 1987 and abandoned for decades and finally completed in 2020. And the news analysis is quite simple that the presidential, the senior special advisor on media to President Buhari on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, on Sunday, September 5, came out to list out the achievements of President Buhari outside the popularly known insecurity, and where many people have been tagging that there is nothing that this administration has done for Nigerians at all. And here is the special advisor who came to highlight his landmark achievements so far. He said that the 287 billion profit after tax by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) was the first in over 40 years, and he highlighted some other ones like the National Social Investment Program, which happens to be in history the largest social investment program in Africa and one of the largest in the world. He also mentioned some particular acts like signing the Petroleum Industry Bill into law and some other acts that would gear Nigeria to being a better country with economy, just like the Finance Act 2019 and 2020, which he claimed to be the first time ever that the federal budget had been accompanied by such a reform legislation to support being implemented. Also, the discrimination against persons with disabilities, another unprecedented piece of legislation in Nigeria. The TSA, that is, the Treasury Single Account, which started in 2012 and expanded across the entire government by President Muhammadu Buhari. He said President Muhammadu Buhari is the first president to start and complete a real project in Nigeria's history, citing the Lagos-Ibadan rail project. And he further said that the Petroleum Industry Bill signed into law have been there in 2 decades, and it is aimed at reforming the Petrol Act dating back to 1969, as well as other supplementary laws, and that there is now a restoration of federal budget to a January to December cycle after a decade on the NSIP program, that is the National Social Investment Program in the country history. Yet saying that all these things are what an achievement and remarkable for President Muhammadu Buhari administration. Good morning, thanks for listening.